Free after 300 years. Okay, enjoy this minute freedom. So really, you're smart. Look at my warrior quest. So I'm like, well, I have to go there myself, or will you be like, is this again? Because I'm like, oh boy, everything's here. The next dungeon is 5 levels from 17, I think, so yeah, 5 to break from dungeon here now.
Thank you. Ooh, it's a story instance. I will proceed. Ah, the Conqueror of Copperbell returns. Thanks to you, our mining operations can resume, and Ulda will have the material she needs to rebuild. The entire nation's in your debt, friend. I'll share the good tidings with Papashan the next time I see him. As for you, you'll want to report to Mamadi. I'll do the woman well to see you alive in one piece. Also, I super don't trust you because you're hiding your face as if you're like gonna mug me. Maybe you won't mug me. We'll see. That wasn't a no game, that was an ah. Get your sounds right. Shut your mouth, you thieving little swine. You stole from me. Don't even think to deny it. Please, sir, I didn't steal nothing. I bought this, paid for it with my own coin. Oh god, they even named her a desperate damsel. What fraud! You refugees are all the same. Couldn't afford maggoty mole meat, much less a choice cut of dodo. I'm going to say it one more time. Give back what you stole, or I'll make you wish you never set foot in this town. By rights, I should turn you over to brass blades, you know. Help keep the streets safe for life-abiding citizens. But I'm a reasonable man. If you agree to serve me in whatever capacity I require, the authorities needn't hear of your crime. So essentially he's all like, you want some fuck? Yes. But I ain't done nothing wrong. 12 as me witness. Yeah, we're gonna ask him a question with blade first into his face. Please, adventurer, help me, I beg o' ye. I swear on my mother's grave I didn't steal nothing. I bought this with the coin I've saved. Sob, I only want to treat me children to a decent meal. And who the hells are you when you're at home? This dog's master. I've had enough of those mummers' farce. You lot teach them a lesson. While I've run while holding my own butt cheeks. That's how things normally go. Loading. Hello, filthy bodyguard. Are you a filthy casual too? Fucking hell, for a level 11, he's strong.
What was that for more physical? Just for on. I'm not just an adventurer among you. I have a cats. That makes me better than your hand stabbers. Stop playing golf into your hand. The point is, wants to play golf. Bugger! I'll show you a bugger. How bugger you good? No, he dies. No, you're gonna die when my body will is. My death will really teach you a lesson.
Nobody else? Oh, she's sitting in a nice pose. Yay for clap claps. I ain't getting paid enough for this. Hey, where the hell do you think you're going? Thank you, kind adventurer. Thank you, thrice over. Oh god, that thank you gave me one hell of a headache. Never get thanked by random damsels in the streets. Obviously, it's a bad idea. More visions from the past. I swear there were more refugees than when I last looked. And you wouldn't be mistaken. But it's been 5 years since the calamity. Why are they only coming here now? It's simple, really. While a number of hamlets survives the immediate aftermath of the calamity, many were no longer able to support their communities. The residents found their lands had either been rendered barren or cut off from the trade routes, and the problems like those aren't easily solved. Though they tried to make the best of it, it was only a matter of time before they were forced to abandon their homes and seek a new life in the city. I see. But the calamity affected the whole realm, didn't it? Same thing happening in other cities? If the talk is true, yes. Though perhaps our situation is more pronounced. Ul'dah has a reputation for being prosperous, so it's natural that the refugees will try their luck here first. My heart goes out to them, it truly does, but I would be lying if I said I wasn't apprehensive. Hope their presence doesn't foment lawlessness in the city. Well, if things do turn for the worse, we always have immortal flames. I dare say the brass blades would welcome their help. The heroes who fought the Garlean Empire patrolling the streets for riffraff? It may well come to that. Impoverished and desperate as they are, you may be sure that some of the refugees will turn to crime. You know what this place is like. If you know coin, you know hope. Sigh, what will become of our city? Not all refugees are bad, mind you. Some are able to find employment and lead honest lives. Topical. Yeah. Dodo tenderloins! Get your dodo tenderloins! Guaranteed cheapest in Thanalan. Thank you for your custom, madam. Please come again. Look around. You think that Ul'dah was well on its way to recovery. But peer through the veil of prosperity and you'll see no end to the misery and suffering. I would say that we have kind of worse than they do with the refugee crisis, but I think that it's just that in medieval times, rape and murder were just kind of riff-raff on the streets. Madam, are you alright? What now? You mean to threaten a defenseless citizen? What? Saw her buy that meat, you say? That's absurd. Aye, as did I. Leave the poor woman alone, you damnable vulture. Who said that? Maybe that's her name, Satan. Desperate damsel. And he will always know as obnoxious. You always know him as obnoxious merchant, nothing else. Grr, I will overlook this, but just this once. Running with my butt cheeks. God bless you, adventurer. If you hadn't come along when you did, who knows what the monster might have done. Don't bear thinking about. Well, you would just have one more children, probably. Ever the selfless hero, I see. It has been a while, adventurer. I have been watching you closely ever since you flew out of Limsa. You discharged your duty as the Admiral's personal envoy with admirable humility, and you have displayed unfaltering courage in the face of danger ever since. Whensoever you came upon those in need, you gave them succor with no thought of personal gain. Succor. In summary, you have demonstrated all the qualities we seek in an adventurer. For reasons I cannot well explain, your every deed seems invariably to serve the general good, whenever you meet it or not. It's a happy knack, and one which speaks volumes for your character. Yet for all your admirable qualities, it is your gift which intrigues me the most. I speak of the visions you experience. Visions like the one you had mere moments ago, if I am not mistaken. I can provide you with the means to understand them. An acquaintance of mine is blessed with the same talent, you see. If you so desire, I can introduce you to her. She and I fight for common cause, a cause which would greatly benefit for your support. If you would agree to lend us your strength, we shall be glad to do within our power to aid you in your personal endeavors. Think on my offer a while. Shall you decide to accept it, pray speak with Mamadi. The proprietress of Quicksand is a close friend and ally of ours. Inform her that you have been chosen by the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and she will tell you where to find us. Yay guys, we're joining a cult! Always remember, cult joining is good.
Hello, Monkey.
Scenes like that are becoming ever more common, I'm afraid. Don't worry though, if you work hard, you'll probably be alright. You should now replace every aid with succor. Yeah, that's a very funny word, succor. Feel like I'm handing out nectar or something. Saying that, or blowjobs. Saying that, if you ever find yourself in a spot of bother, come and see me. Just don't go pestering me every time you graze your knee, eh? She'll give you succor, my boyfriend says. Course I do enjoy hearing tell of a gentleman's woes with the women folk from time to time. Gentlemen's? Okay, that wasn't us that they were talking to. Ah, magnanimous! Sorry to keep you waiting. I was just providing guidance to a fresh off the carriage adventure. By gods, it's good to see you safe and well. To look at you, no one ever would have guessed you've been hard at it with the giants in the dark. You're very ilm, the adventurer. Miss Sun said you'll be magnanimous. The station master will be overjoyed when he hears the news. Oh, before I forget, there's a lass here who wants a word with you. Didn't actually know your name, but hearing her description, I know what she meant right away. Thank you for sparing me the time. I realize you don't know me, but I've been longing to speak with you for a while now. My name is Ida. I'm an adventurer like you, though I'm not very good at being one, if truth be told. Anyway, I was adventuring with my friends in Gridania when... I'm sorry, we were in Gridania when the leader of our party was killed. His name was Severe, and he and I were to be wed in spring. You may not remember him, but to say that he remembered you would be an understatement. He would sing your praises from dawn to dusk. He even saw me once. He saw you for what you are, you see, an adventurer's adventurer, and swore that he would be like you one day. Hard at succoring with the giants in the dark. I believe that he would have succeeded had a friend not robbed him of the chance. Since that day I had thought long and hard about giving up adventuring. But when I think of a woman you are and all that you achieved, I find I am inspired just like a fear once was. And so I've decided to start again as an adventurer. We'll go back to the village of my birth and begin training anew. But I wanted to meet you first, to ask you your name. That is all a lie. I shouldn't forget. Thank you, Magnanimous. I pray that we will meet again. Fare you well. Adventuring can be cruel, bleeding business. Time was, I didn't know why anyone would bother when they first asked me to take charge of the guild here. I didn't want aught to do with you lot. Thought it'd be a right pain in the arse looking after you all. But against my better judgment, I decided to accept the post, and I'm full glad I did. I feel privileged to be part of your lives. And that goes double for yours, Magnanimous. Huh? What did you say? You want to know about the signs of the Seventh Dawn? They're beginning to move in earnest, then. Listen, Magnanimous, the Scions ain't no ordinary folk. And the work they do ain't no ordinary work. You see, they're a cult. I know full well you're capable, you are, but even you wouldn't think twice about attempting some of the stuff they do. Knowing that, if you're still certain you want to get involved, I'll tell you what I can. I'll take money, thank you. Okay. Oof, more talking time. So you want to know more then, do you? Well, ain't that a surprise? I swear if I painted certain death on one door and limitless wealth on another, 9 out of 10 adventurers would go through the first and the other bloke wouldn't be able to choose on account of being an old done. Anyway, don't say I didn't warn you. First of all, if you're wondering whether you can trust these Scions of the Seventh Dawn, you can. They're good people, who made it in their mission to solve some of Eorzea's most pressing problems. Of course that ain't no small task, and so they're always looking for dependable individuals to join them. Individuals like you, Magnanimous. Now I've been given leave to tell you where to find the Scions. But you must promise to keep this information to yourself. As you can probably imagine, it's something Eorzea's enemies would very much like to know. The Scions are headquartered in Whisper Bay, in western Thanalan. The place you're looking for is called Waking Sands. Give your name to whoever's at the entrance and you'll be let in. You're a woman in demand, Magnanimous, and the days ahead promise to be busy, but I hope you won't forget that them as helped make you into the adventurer you are. Drop in and tell them how you're faring from time to time, you hear? Right, well, I said my piece. Off you go. I can't forget this, you see I'm recording. So I have memories for forever. First though, we will want to return back and do our class quest at the same time, unlock haircuts. Because that's very important. You're either a brave woman or a fool, friend, to be wandering the streets of Limsa tonight. What with the slasher of Fisherman's Bottom on the loose. You've not heard? There's a madman about. Why, it's said he brandished his blade so long and sharp that he could cut a whale. No one's seen any blood yet, but that hasn't stopped the rumors from sending shivers up spines in every alehouse in town. Tat, you're still standing before me tells me you don't scare as easily as the rest. Perhaps you could assist with the investigation. To start with, you might want to look into the scream I just heard outside.
Following the screams, that's what we do. What did you get? Just randomly running to random direction.
Flustered man and disgruntled madam. What are you waiting for? That's him, the slasher. Apprehend him, toss him in gaol, and throw him away the key. Or gut him and feed his lifeless body to the sharks for all I care.
Is the word gal in jail pronounced the same? G-A-O-L? Really? But you normally call jail jail.
Okay, arguing over the spelling of jail over, and let's do something. Woe is me! Whatever did I do to deserve this cruel fate? For 6 moons I saved every last gale of my husband's hard-earned wage, forgoing new shoes, a new purse, sometimes even food for our children, all in anticipation of this day. What's so special about the day, you ask? Why, this day marks the arrival of world-renowned aesthetician in Eorzea. Mindless patience and self-control were to be rewarded with hair-raising transformation that would every fashion-conscious Levinson oohing and ahhing in admiration. Instead, I find myself accosted by this literous lout. Speaking of which, weren't you going to do something about this? Go ahead, have your way with him. I doubt he has anything to say for himself. Doubt. Point. Oh, the ignominy of it all! Of course you take her side! For shame is where not one sympathetic ear in the entire nation? An artiste of my renown should be welcomed with open arms and 21 cannon salute. Instead, I'm branded a criminal, the tools of my trade, nay, the extensions of my very soul, ripped unceremoniously from my person like barnacles from the side of frigate. I will not last long in my weakened state. No, even as we speak, the world around me grows dim. With my dying breaths, I speak unto you 3 names, 3 kind souls who may yet put what has gone so frightfully wrong. Forge Master Hananza of Naoki and Vimelis, Guildmaster Beating of Gridanian Carpenters Guild, and Severin of Alchemists Guild in Ulda. If there's an ounce of compassion in you, seek them out and tell them Ledmast sent you. When my soul is restored and my name rightfully cleared, all Flimsa, nay, the entire realm, will sing your praises. For I, Gendeline, am none other than Okay, there's lots of people to talk to. Well, after we're talking with people here, we're gonna go and grab ourselves the mountain that strides. Because we're close to it right now. That's not a euphemism, that's a quest name. So it might be. Yeah. Hello? Chandeline sent you? Let me guess. The Barmies fooled loose his tools. Pardon me. The appendages of his very soul. Again, and thrashing and tossing like end of days is nigh. The man brings it on himself. If he toned down the theatrics and went about his work like an earnest craftsman, I dare say he saved himself these misunderstandings. No, I've not a whit of sympathy for the fool. You, however, have my pity indeed for having to play audience to his whinging. Any road, this should shut him up for a while. Tell him that if he loses these, I'll grant the next spear into his bloody hands. Okay, thank you, milady. Need an etherite. Over there. Magnanimous, there is trouble afoot. Do you recall the lad whose parents were slain by the beast Kuyaja? The boy's grandfather nethered, but recently contracted us with worrisome news. Young Sickheart has gone missing. There have been sightings of Kuyaja in the area. It would seem that the child felt compelled to seek the creature out. As you're familiar with the boy and his tragic tale, I would have you attend to this matter. My sister awaits you at Bismack. She has been apprised of the situation and will aid you in plotting a suitable course of action.
Yeah, she's just saying the culinary skill and probably eating lots of pies. I wish I could be saying culinary skill and eating lots of pies. That sounds halfway delicious. Oh, I was right, she's sitting there.
Ah, magnanimous. I assume you are here to discuss the missing child and not to sample a bowl of mutton stew. First things first, I would advise against rushing off to peer under every rock in the countryside. We need more information to direct our search. I suggest we head to the Red Rooster's stead and learn what more can we from old Nedard. Old Rooster's stead we go.